Alrighty. Well, if you watch today's daily video, you would know that I'm going to be doing another home-based status report. Now, this is the second video that I've done doing a home-based status report, so I'm kind of getting more comfortable doing these. But the new Venture season, new Save the World stuff is going to be coming out in a few days on the 20th. So, and in the recent update, we get news on everything, which I love to read. I like getting to see what we're getting and if anything's new coming out is always nice. So far the only thing that's new is going to be at the end. So, but starting off, uh, status report 11.16 is here. So calling all commanders, there is much to be discussed in the status report. So let's get right into it. Home base status report initiate. So commanders are now able to earn battle pass experience and save the world. Now this is a big W. That means basically anything that you do in save the world, mission wise, home base wise, anything that includes doing, like, where you get rewards at the end of it, you're going to be earning certain XP for those certain missions. So if you are doing endurance, the first wave will give you 800 XP. Now for every wave you're going to get more XP every time. So if you do finish endurance, you're going to get 131,200 XP. Now that's a lot. So if this carries over into the new battle pass coming up, this will probably be the best way to level up. Save the World is going to be a lot more attentive to, like, more people are going to want to come over because this is going to be the new XP exploit for next season for the battle pass. I really do think this is going to allow more and more people to come over to Save the World because this is a big W. This is a massive unannounced. This was amazing. Like, whenever, yesterday or early this morning, whenever this was announced, I was like, there's no way this is, here, because I know there's few people that have talked about it, but this is really more of a dream come true because now you're allowed to earn XP and save the world for battle royale. And a lot of people don't like battle royale, grinding the challenges, but they do enjoy doing save the world stuff. So it kind of balances out now. It's super cool to see. I can't wait until the new battle pass to see how fast or how high level we can get after a certain amount of missions. But yeah, I'll put this in the bio, the information down in the bio, so you guys can check it out, so you know what exactly missions are, what XP, or I mean what XP missions give. But so far I think the highest is endurance or Frostnite, with it being over 100,000 XP just about. So yeah, but this link will be down in the bio. But moving on, that's it for the XP thing. But moving on, we got the Winterfest Adventure season. So as you guys know, most of you guys, if you're watching this, you already know that we actually already knew what the next Adventure season was going to be, but this update or this status report is telling us exactly. So soldiers, this is a perfect modifier to enhance those headshots. The damage of headshots is doubled, and you'll benefit from reduced cooldowns when eliminating a husk with a range of weapons. Accuracy is key. So soldiers, per usual, their damage, you're gonna, the more headshots you get, the more damage you're gonna do. So if you run soldiers, you're probably gonna run like an AR loadout, SMG loadout, maybe even a just damage loadout. That's like the key thing with soldiers this Venture season. So you guys are going to be doing a lot of damage if you decide to do a soldier grind. Constructors, the one downside of building is that it uses up your hard-earned materials. That is true. Ventures is kind of painful when grinding all those 5,000 mats back. Well, that problem is reduced with this modifier. Building will cost fewer materials. On top of that, this modifier gives kinetic overload, lower cooldown, and greater impact. So that means less builds that we have to use. So if you're a constructor, it's definitely going to be a lot better. You're going to be using less mats. I'm going to assume it's going to go down to 6. I think before, this was a long time ago, before like a big update. Most OG Save the World players know that constructors actually used to have a I think it was a perk where they would use less builds than any other hero. But I think they got rid of that. Everyone uses the same now. But Venture Season gives us some nostalgia and it gives us that back. So you're going to be using less builds. And on top of that, kinetic overload, if you're running kinetic overload, the cooldown is going to be reduced. So it's going to do a lot more damage over time. And it's going to do greater impact. So in the lower level zones, if you're running a constructor, Kinetic Overload is probably going to be the best thing to run, because those lower level zones with that constructor and how boosted constructors are this Venture season, it's going to be, you know, a perfect combination. Now, moving on to ninjas. A healthy blend of melee and ability weaving will be key with this modifier. Focus your efforts on ability damage to gain increased melee damage and attack speed. Use that to your own advantage, as melee eliminations also reduce your ability cooldowns. Synergize your playstyle for maximum efficiency. You'll also gain double the shadow stance stats, so get in their faces and show them who's boss. So ninjas, per usual, it's all about melees and ability damage. You're gonna probably want to build, like, you know, a Paleo Luna build with maybe even a Dragon Scorch or Dragon Slash build. Those are going to be like the main focus. You're going to be doing do ability damage along with melee damage. So if you do go in a ninja, you're going to want those, you know, those certain types of builds. Now, moving on to the best and my favorite, the last you know, hero that everyone's been hoping, you know, like missed and, you know, hoping for, you know, but Outlanders. It's time for some punching. Looking at you, Jess. Now, I saw this early this morning, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever, because even Save the World or Epic Games, they know that the only reason why we wanted the infinite punch was because, you know, Jess is overpowered as heck. You're going to be getting a lot of mats. You're going to be, you know, you're practically going to finish Ventures in like a week if, you know, you use Outlanders. I mean, like, let's be real. Outlanders are going to be super overpowered. And this Venture season is going to be super fun. But moving on, anti-materials charge will have no cost during this Venture season. That's a massive W. For all you Teddy Slingers out there, you'll benefit from a free fragment every 50 seconds along with increased ability damage. So our ability damage are boosted. Outlanders are going to be really good with ability damage. And on top of that, every 50 seconds, we're going to be getting a free Teddy. I remember this Venture season. It was the most fun Venture season that we've ever had. So I can't wait until the 20th. I'm going to be grinding Ventures. If you guys, you know, want to grind it with me, or if I have slots open, I'm going to be doing it literally the day of. I'm going to be streaming, so you guys can check me out. Twitch link in bio down there if you want to check that out. But yeah, that is it for Ventures. Now we're going to move on to the Frostnite challenges. So, Frostnite, if you guys don't know what it is, it's basically a burner, and you have to collect blue glow, and you have to keep the burner burning by putting blue glow in it, and then you have to also defend it every, you know, wave or so. Basically like endurance, but even harder because you have to start from scratch. But Sub-Zero Zenith freezes up the event story, and Crackshot needs your help in the Holly Jolly questline on November 20th, 7 p.m. Eastern time. You know, I think for me it's gonna be 4 p.m. So, but yeah. Survive the bitter cold in Frostnite. Beginning on November 20th at 7 p.m., venture out and keep the burner filled with scavenged blue glow. If it runs out, things get real cold real quick. As the burner health decreases, a storm shield shrinks. So fill her up. So yeah, Frostnite is just overall a fun. Like, I think it's my favorite event. It's to the point where it's like super hard and it's really challenging. Only very few can, you know, even get close to finishing it. Wave 30 is like the hardest thing up. Actually, I think it's wave 20 if I'm correct. I think it goes to wave 20, but it gets super harder over time, and it just overall it's a big challenge. And if you don't finish it, it shows. Like, if you do finish it, it shows that you know what you're doing. But yeah. Along with that, we got Sub-Zero Zenith. If you guys don't know who Sub-Zero Zenith is, he is an Outlander. His standard perk is Icy Shot, Sniper Critical, hits apply Water Affliction, dealing 21 base water damage per second for 3 seconds. And his commander perk is Sniper Critical Hits, freezes enemies for 1.6 seconds, and apply Water Affliction, dealing 21 base water damage per second for 3 seconds. That basically means if you're running Sub-Zero Zenith, he's going to be freezing enemies. He's like a walking floor freeze trap. I remember when he first came out, I watched Demon Joe France, and he was like, hey, let's, you know, test Sub-Zero Zenith out. And I remember, I think he was using the boom bow or something. It was some type of bow, but Sub-Zero Zenith was a really cool hero. He still is. Walking floor freeze trap. That's how I think of him. But he's going to be coming out on the 20th, I assume. But yeah, along with that, he unlocks the team perk Shake It Off. So if you want to unlock team perk Shake It Off, I recommend grabbing Sub-Zero Zenith when he does come out. But Shake It Off decreases duration of elemental status effects by 50%, Prize 2 heroes with 4 or more stars. So his shake it off ability, or his team perk, is nothing too crazy, but it's definitely worth grabbing. Along with that, we got Holly Jolly Ransom. So Crackshot's going to be coming out along with everything else. His standard perk is Mad Tidings. Firing a ranged weapon grants 1 stack of Holiday Spirits up to 50 stacks. Each stack of Holiday Spirit increases ranged weapons by 1%, but decreases weapon stability by 0.2%. Buffs removed on weapon swap or reload. His commander perk, Mad Tidings, is the same thing, but instead of 1%, it's 2.9, and instead of weapon stability, instead of 0.2, it's 0.7. So Crackshot, he's a great hero. I think it's for whenever you want to do a longer distance loadout for damage. Crackshot's a good character to run. Now, along with that, things get icy in the first week of the Frostnite challenges, and Lynx claws her way into the event store on November 27th. So on the 27th, we're going to be getting Lynx. And then on top of that, Frosty Weekly Challenge 1, Frosty Turf, we're going to be getting Sergeant Tank Gatling. So November 27th at 7 p.m. Take on the Frosty Turf Frostnite Challenge. Thanks to ice cold temperature and terrain, both slippery and traps reloads are slower. So when I read that, I was like, huh, I don't know if we had that before, but trap reloads are going to be reloading slower, and the terrain will be, slippery. It's going to be ice. So, but yeah, you guys can unlock Sergeant Tank during that, on the 27th, whenever, he comes out. But Sergeant Tank, he gives you the bouncy shield, up to 5 attacks blocked by Going Constructor, create a sonic wave, dealing 64 base damage to enemies within 0.5 tiles. Bouncy shield plus is the exact same thing, but instead of 64, it's 128. Now, along with that, Sergeant Tanks is going to be coming out along with Lynx. Lynx is a really good hero for a Storm King. If you don't, if you haven't run MSK, Lynx is a great hero to have. She gives you hang time, so using Kunai Storm grants hover for 4 seconds and increases your damage by 40%. And then if you run her in the lead, it grants you for 4 seconds, increases damage by 140%. So that's a great increase. She does a lot of damage. She's a great ninja to run if you're just wanting to do a lot of damage. Yeah. She's going to be coming out 27th. So yeah, look out for her. Along with that, the Fortnite Lars pack is still out. I really don't, I guess maybe this is just a way to promote it, that it's still here. But yeah, you guys can grab that. And the last thing that they said was Lars may be making his grand exit soon, but reports are saying that one of the Homebase's very own is looking to do more than just upgrade your gadgets. And now, if you guys don't know, I think, let me get the PNG, or let me open the file. But if you guys don't know, there's people that mine and find leaks all the time, and they look for stuff. And surprisingly enough, we already know what the next pack is going to be. Let me grab it real quick. He's actually, I think he's an Outlander, which I was surprised he was an Outlander. But yeah, let me open this picture right here. This is going to be the next starter pack, or the pack that comes out. This picture when it's to load. I'll just let it load for a second. But yeah, Lars pack, once that leaves, is actually, this is going to be the new pack. I think his name's Kevin Bot. Yeah, Kevin Bot. This is going to be coming out. So you're going to get access to Save the World. You're going to get some X-ray tickets, a pickaxe, back bling, and you're going to get the hero. And then I forgot, he's a reskin, but I forgot what the reskin is. But I think it was something with Penny. I probably should have, remembered, but he's a reskin. So, you don't have to, buy him. He's not going to give you a new ability or anything, but he's definitely a cool bot. Kevin Bot is, an OG, and it's super cool to see that they're turning them into characters and walkable characters. But yeah, that's it for the Homebase status report. I don't think there's anything else besides to say, save the world. I honestly, and I don't want to overstep or anything, but I do think Epic Games is starting to care about Save the World, even if, they're not showing it in the best way possible. But I really do think that they're trying to make, Save the World players feel a little bit better. As you can see, they're listening to us. We're getting an adventure season that we've asked for. We're getting it back this Christmas. I feel like it's their gift to us. There's just a lot of stuff that, that seems like they're carrying more and more every single, update. So, besides that, I do appreciate it if, you guys leave a like on this, smash the like button. If you're new, don't forget the subscribe button. Turn on notifications for any further videos. I know this video is, it's not a lot, but it's, it's the Homebase status report. You always have to be happy whenever watching this, or, seeing status reports. So, Until then, I will see you guys in the next home base status report. My next video is going to be a llama video, so look out for that. And everyone have a great day, and peace out.